Ken Barnes here for Dealer Pro Training. With new RV sales up over 30% this year, are you ready for your service customers? Today's segment will be on unit health checks to increase service sales. Is it reasonable to assume that the majority of your customers leaving the service department are under the impression that their unit received a safety inspection and they were told about all of their maintenance needs? How many times has a customer picked up a unit after repairs and called you up maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, and they now say that there's something else wrong with the unit? And they'll think typically one of two things. One is they'll think, well, why didn't you tell me about that while it was in for service the first go around? Or worse yet, they might think that the repairs that you performed on that unit actually caused this additional problem. So what percentage of the time does this actually happen in your shop? So when do we want to conduct a unit health check? We should do that during the triage process. So first, we want to diagnose the primary item. Then, let's go through and complete the unit health check, or multi-point inspection, that some stores call it. We want to verify that we have parts availability for both the primary item as well as the items that we found during that unit health check. We want to prepare an estimate for all repairs and services. Then we're going to call the customer for approval. And last, we want to order parts as needed. All of this must be completed within 24 hours. The reason we say that alerts the customer that we've actually looked at the unit and started their repair process. So the unit health check, when do we want to do it? We want to do it after the diagnosis of the primary often. How often do we want to do it? 100% of the time to 100% of the units. Every unit that comes in for service work, whether it be warranty or retail, we want to do the unit health check on. And why do we do it? We want to build value at no charge. We want our customers to feel when they bring that unit in each time, we're going to advise them of any additional items and or maintenance needs that are due on that unit. Helps avoid mechanical breakdowns and downtime. When those problems, if we wouldn't have performed the inspection, end up showing themselves a week, a month, 2 months later down the road. To increase CSI and owner retention. And again, who else is doing this? If you do this unit health check at your store, you're doing something that probably in most cases no other local RV store is doing. So therefore, customers see more value in bringing their unit to you for work. It's going to increase parts and labor sales, right? When we find additional items during that health check, the customer, in most cases, is going to go ahead and approve those repairs because that unit's already in our facility and he wants everything to work properly next time he takes that unit out for service. And also to increase technician productivity. How does it do that? It does that by technicians working on fewer units, but actually getting additional work for each of those units. So therefore, they have less downtime waiting on approvals, waiting on parts, maybe even having to wait on another unit being pulled into their bay. Unit health checks equals opportunities. What we mean by that is, instead of thinking of each unit that comes in as a sales opportunity, think of each inspection point as a sales opportunity. In other words, that means if you inspected 100 units and performed a 15-point inspection, you actually have 1,500 sales opportunities. So now, if you would like to have more help with unit health checks and getting those implemented to see the increase in sales and gross profits, Dealer Pro is offering a special 2-day training session where we will come to your store and work with you on unit health checks, pay plans, technicians' productivity, as well as many more items. Typically, we get $5,000 plus travel expense to do this. As a show special to coincide with RVDA, we are offering this for only $19.95, and we cover the travel expenses. You can click the link in your email to get started, and or if you have any questions about any of the topics that we discussed today, don't wait.